Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
We have an unhealthy amount of access to every single person we have ever interacted with, and it needs to stop somewhere. I have 34 people blocked on Instagram, and I only have like legitimate beef with 2 of them. The other 32 people, I just don't want to cross paths with again, and I don't want them to have access to what I'm currently doing. Because if we were living in like 1967, a guy that I went on a date with 7 years ago would not have access to me anymore. So it's simply not that deep. You just are no longer seeing what I'm doing because there's no reason for you to, okay? Goodbye.
Bye, but what is the real reason why you don't want them to have access to you anymore? I'm pretty sure a date in 1967 would be just that, a date. And because of that, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't care that much about a guy you went on a date with. Could the reason be you don't want them to still have access to you because it was not just a date and they already had access to you? I just fail to see the reason why you would care so much if they didn't have access to you. Cause I'm also pretty sure you wouldn't go around and block people you just had a conversation with.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You're never going to attract a good man if you hate man. That's not going to work. How is the man that is healthy, successful, providing, going to be attracted to you if you hate the male species altogether? If you hate men, well, ask yourself why, what experiences you had that made you hate men, and then also ask yourself that is there a possibility that actually men can be good? How can you see the good in men? How can you see the men opening doors for you, the men paying things for you, the men fixing things for you? There's a lot of men who are good, and you're not seeing them because you're hyper fixated on the men who are not and on all your bad experiences. And so if you hate all men, that means that you just want to be with a woman, or you gotta reshape and shift your narrative around men. Otherwise, you were never going to find a good one because they will not be attracted to you.
Unless they hide it at the beginning, and unfortunately they do. A lot of men are trapped in relationships with women that hates them just for being men. Wouldn't a better question be, why do you even want a man if you hate them all? Oh, by my past bad experience, your high school sweetheart broke your heart. Been 20 years. Maybe it's time to move on already?
When it comes to dating, there is one rule that I live by. This is what I tell all the girls. This is what I tell myself when things start to feel a bit, be obsessed or get the f*** out. I'm going to say it one more time. Be obsessed or get the f*** out.
Oh, I'm out, there's no question about that. But I do have a question for you. Aren't you tired already from jumping from bed to bed to bed, looking for the one that is obsessed, which is most likely to never happen? It takes a minute for you to see if he's obsessed or not, and you've said it yourself. When things start to feel a bit, so you're not talking about first dates, you're talking about men that you've been with for a short while. Do you really enjoy being the woman men sleep with when they're bored and then dump? If that's you, you do you, but at least stop pushing that to other women.
Hi, hello. I have a question, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to get bashed for, but I truly don't care. And it's my opinion, my TikTok. If you don't like it, delete me, block me, whatever. I don't care. This question is for straight men. Can women have anything? Like, y'all wear man bags, which is, God, hideous. Please stop. What do you put in there? Your lipstick? Nail polish. Why? I now see men wearing like very feminine things with all this like work and like all this stuff going on it. Like, it's not cute. And I'm all for guys getting manicures, pedicures, facials, all of that. You want to stay clean, sure, no problem, great, go get it done. But the nail polish is not necessary. The super feminine things are just not necessary. What happened to men being men? What happened to men just dressing, acting, looking like men? Why do you have to do everything that women do? Can we have anything? Like, what is left that you are not doing that women do?
breaking all hell loose on your significant other when it's that time of the month. I can polish my nails all I want. PMS is still gonna be all you. But no, that's a decent question. I'm not even trying to be funny. Happened to men being men. We started being called Neanderthals, misogynists, and so on just because we didn't like it when some men put on a dress and women started applauding him like he was the best nice thing that happened to women since cats. And I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's still some Neanderthals out there and they're called blue-collared men. Problem is if you saw one and you went, ugh, men, or you've never seen one in your entire life, and that says more about you than men.
Yesterday, I saw a TikTok of a girl. She was saying that men's only purpose in this life is to provide for a woman. And I disagree with this statement so heavily, and I need to discuss it. It's one thing if you want to stay home and raise your children and have a purpose that way, but it's another thing if you just want someone to pay for your bills and you get to sit on your ass all day. That's entitlement. That's not how it should be, and that's not how the world works anymore. To speak like that is entitlement. To speak like that is selfish, especially if you want to have kids. Because 50% of marriages end in divorce these days, and I'm not saying that that's going to happen to everybody, but the likelihood is 50%. And you have no work experience, no career, no degree, nothing to fall back on. That hurts your children at the end of the day. Also, like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do with this life? You're just going to sit on your ass and do nothing? Go do something. Go out into this world. You were given a life for a reason. Give it purpose. Do something. Change lives.
Well, you could change the life of your kids by being with them, raising them, instill moral values into their life instead of relying on the state to do that for you. You could find purpose in being a mother. You could find purpose in being a wife. You could find purpose in calling a man your husband instead of a boss. 50% of marriages end in divorce. Yeah, sure, it's unlikely that those women get divorced, and more likely women like you get divorced because they no longer feel seen in a marriage. Or they're divorcing a good man because they want to discover who they are, like the one lunatic that I posted just a few days ago. And sure, you could discover who you are before you get married, so when you get married, you make your marriage work. Or you could make yourself seen by your husband, but who would want that anyway?
I take a lot of pride in my kindness. I take a lot of pride in wearing my heart on my sleeve, but let me tell you, you cross me the wrong way, my response to you will be complete silence, and that is deafening.
Oh, you promise?
Deafening.
Yeah, never mind.
You will lose all access to me. You will no longer have the privilege to be able to say that you know me, and anytime you look at me, I will be looking through your entire soul. So don't take my kindness for granted.
Or what? You're gonna give me the silent treatment by not being able to shut up, and you're just gonna stand there in complete silence, which you lack the ability to do, and just stare at me into my soul? Oh no! My entire point is people who use their kindness being taken for granted as an excuse for their failed relationships are also the same people who use their kindness being taken for granted as an excuse for their poor behavior. And being kind is exactly what they're not.
Life advice. There's 3 types of people in your life: those who put you in difficult times, those who leave you in difficult times, and those who stay with you during difficult times. Remember the ones that stay with you. That is true love and loyalty, and so hard to find. Make sure you tell them how much you appreciate them.
Yeah, sure, why not? Go ahead. But which type are you, though? Let me take a wild guess. You are the type who will go inside your home, fix yourself a drink, then go back into your car to record a TikTok. Have I nailed it so far? If I didn't, of course I did. And if I did, question for you. How dirty is your home that you have to go and do all those things I've mentioned just so you can record the TikTok in your car? At what point you just decide to clean your home so you don't feel trapped outside?
Dear men on dating apps, we know what you mean when you say, I'm looking for someone who works out regularly. Like, we can read between the lines. We're not dumb. And honestly, that's so boring. Like, in 2025, are we really this shallow still? Like, I get it. If you're like a health nut, you're a personal trainer, yeah, I can see how that would be a thing. But like, say that. Like, be clear. Like, every man's profile says it. No matter what they look like, they're looking for someone who works out regularly. You're looking for a certain body type. Like, just say it. Just say it. I have dated men and women of all shapes and sizes. Like, why are we still this shallow? Like, it's boring. That's boring.
Yeah, I really don't care. Boring? Sure. If you're looking for excitement, then only date women. Problem solved. 2025, yes it is. And in 2025, I'm still gonna go for what I'm attracted to. That makes me shallow? Sure, then I'm shallow.
I'm not listening to a man who's balding, okay? I don't listen to bald men or balding men. I don't listen to men, period.
Big words about men receding hairline like we don't see your forehead. But with the risk of repeating myself, yes, I am shallow.
There's literally no better feeling than knowing I pay for all my own. I take myself on dates. I buy myself flowers. I show up for myself every day. I have healthy habits. I have meaningful connections and friendships. I'm so good on my own and I'm so good single that if I meet someone
Why would you even want to meet someone when you're so good being single? Doesn't that defeat the purpose?
and I choose to make them a part of my life, it is because I'm choosing them and they make my life even better.
Not really possible when your life is so perfect.
My life is so peaceful alone. Like, my life is so awesome and I'm so fulfilled. So I know that I'm not going and searching for something or running from an uncomfortable feeling or running from loneliness. Give yourself queen treatment. Set your own standards so high. Treat yourself so well so that whenever somebody else doesn't meet you there, you're like grossed out. You're ick. Like, your lack of effort, your lack of consistency is turning me off. I don't want that in my life. It's disrupting my peace. Give it to yourself first and become what you want to attract. Period. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Right, become what you want to attract. So, a man, you're not gonna become one no matter how much you try. But you do you. You give yourself the queen treatment, whatever that means. And when that doesn't work, when you're not gonna attract a man, or better said, the man that you want, you'll end up posting TikToks about how happier you are being single. And that's absolutely fine, because when you realize you've just listened to some lunatic on TikTok who didn't live the life that you wanted, there are always antidepressants to rely on to make you happy.
¿Sabías que el magnesio mejora el agarre?
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.